swish, and flick. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 magical objects in the Harry Potter series.
Give it a wave. Apparently not.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the most iconic, useful, and/or important objects in the Harry Potter series. We'll be excluding food and books from our list though. A spoiler warning is definitely in order for this if you somehow still haven't read the books or seen the movies. Number 10. Deluminator, also known as Put Outer. True to both its names, this silver gadget is designed primarily to remove light. It even works on electric lights, and appears to function by sucking up and absorbing the brightness in the form of glowing orbs, although it also has the capability of returning the light to its original source. Initially owned by Dumbledore, the headmaster of Hogwarts later passes the Deluminator on to Ron Weasley after his death.
In the hope that when things seem most dark, it will show him the light.
Ron discovers another use for the device. It also lets him hear Harry and Hermione talk about him, which he uses to find his way back to them.
I think that's why Dumbledore left it to me, the Deluminator. I think he knew that somehow I'd need it to find my way back.
Number 9. Hermione Granger's handbag.
Undetectable extension charm.
You're amazing, you are.
Always a total surprise.
During the final installment of the series, the trio is able to stay on the move in large part due to a small purse of Hermione's. She has enchanted it so that it can contain objects much larger than its dimensions, allowing the group to haul around a tent, books, potions, and a whole host of other useful items.
Where am I supposed to find a tent?
This TARDIS of totes also seems to negate any weight the objects inside have. Who wouldn't want to be able to hold anything and everything they wanted with them without all the weight? Number 8. Mirror of Erised.
Mom? Dad?
In his first year at Hogwarts, Harry comes across the Mirror of Erised while on one of his late-night adventures. Instead of simply his reflection, it appears to show his family standing around him. However, upon trying to show it to Ron, he discovers that it doesn't show the same for him.
That's me! Only I'm head boy, and I'm holding the Quidditch cup. And bloody hell, I'm Quidditch captain too!
As Professor Dumbledore explains, the mirror reveals a person's greatest desire. And here's a bit of trivia. Erised is desire spelled backwards.
It shows us nothing more or less than the deepest and most desperate desires of our hearts.
Harry is later able to make use of this information when confronting Voldemort. We'd relish the chance to see our own heart's desires realized in front of us, but also recognize the dangers involved. Number 7. Pensieve. A pensieve is a large stone or metal basin that allows its user to examine their memories as well as those of others.
It's a pensieve. Very useful if, like me, you find your mind a wee bit stretched.
Not only can a Pensieve's operator look at these recollections, but they can also walk amongst them and examine them for additional details. Harry and Dumbledore use a Pensieve extensively in their attempts to understand Voldemort and locate his Horcruxes.
This memory is everything. Without it, we are blind. Without it, we leave the fate of our world to chance.
The number of applications for a Pensieve in the real world seem nearly limitless, from examining our own cherished memories to providing evidence at a trial. So this is one bowl we'd love to take a dive into for ourselves.
Take them to the Pensieve.
Number 6. The Sorting Hat.
Better be Gryffindor!
Originally owned by Godric Gryffindor, one of Hogwarts' founders, the Sorting Hat is a talking, and in the book singing, piece of headgear that selects which of the 4 houses new students are sorted into.
Ha! Another Weasley. I know just what to do with you. Gryffindor!
The hat is able to read the minds and examine the personalities of those who wear it. and puts them into the house that best matches up with who they are. It isn't entirely based on innate qualities, though, as Harry is able to sway its choice somewhat, so its decision may be based more on who the person wants to be, rather than who they are.
Not Slytherin, eh? Are you sure? You could be great, you know.
Number 5. Broomstick, or Broom.
And say up.
Witches throughout history have been identified with these magical objects, and even we muggles know about them. In the Harry Potter series, brooms act as a mode of transportation through the air for witches and wizards alike, and are even used in the wizarding world's favorite sport, Quidditch. Harry is a natural flyer, and plays the sport for his house team, although he and his friends also make use of broomsticks to get from place to place, and occasionally to escape from the bad guys. The ability to fly has long been a dream of us non-magic folk, so we can't help feeling a little envious.
That's not just a broomstick, Harry. It's an Nimbus 2000.
Number 4. Marauder's Map. Crafted by Harry's father and his Hogwarts friends, and bequeathed to Harry by the Weasley twins, the Marauder's Map is a piece of paper, enchanted to have a nearly complete map of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and its accompanying grounds, along with the locations of its secret passageways.
So you mean this map shows
Everyone.
everyone?
Everyone. Where they are, what they're doing every minute of every day.
Brilliant.
As if that wasn't impressive enough, the map also displays the name and location of everyone at Hogwarts in real time, which Harry uses to avoid teachers and to locate his enemies. We solemnly swear we'd use it for no good, provided we, managed to keep our, mischief to a minimum.
Oh, and Harry, don't forget, when you're done, just to give it a tap and say, Mischief Managed. Otherwise anyone can read it.
Number 3. Deathly Hallows.
Well, it's the sign of the Deathly Hallows, of course.
The what?
The what?
The Deathly Hallows.
Even the magical world has fairy tales, and one of its oldest is actually true. The Deathly Hallows are 3 magical objects supposedly won from death itself. The Elder Wand, an unbeatable wand, the Cloak of Invisibility, a perfect invisibility cloak, and the Resurrection Stone, a stone with the ability to revive the dead. All 3 appear in the series, and Harry Potter manages to possess them all at one time or another, which, according to legend, makes him the Master of Death.
Just saying, that's the Elder Wand. Most powerful wand in the world. With that, we'd be invincible.
By far the one he uses the most often, though, is the Cloak of Invisibility, which he unknowingly received in his first year.
Whoa! My body's gone!
Number 2. Time Turner.
When in doubt, I find retracing my steps to be a wise place to begin. Good luck.
A Time Turner is an hourglass-shaped magical item that, as its name suggests, allows its user to travel back in time by turning it. In the series' 3rd installment, Hermione spends most of their school year using one to take more classes. Because, of course she did.
Where did you come from?
Me? Been here all this time.
However, by the story's end, she and Harry use it to save the life of a hippogriff and Harry's godfather, Sirius Black. Time travel is a fascinating concept, and with the Time Turner, the Harry Potter series explores it beautifully, without any of the logical pitfalls that can sometimes accompany it.
Awful things happen to wizards who meddle with time, Harry.
If given one ourselves, we could probably come up with more creative uses for it than Hermione, though. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Diagonally.
How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted! Your father's now facing an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault!
The Philosopher's Stone is a legendary substance with astonishing powers. It will transform any metal into pure gold and produces the elixir of life, which will make the drinker immortal.
Number 1. Wand. Come on, this was a no-brainer. Composed of various forms of wood, with a part of a magical creature at its core, wands come in a variety of shapes and sizes.
My wand! Look at my wand!
Wands help amplify and focus a magic user's powers, allowing them to perform more complex spells. Although wandless magic is possible for wizards, a wand will almost always give a better result. The magical world of Harry Potter would be far less magical without magic wands, and we'd love to give them a twirl ourselves.
The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. It's not always clear why.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.